The wind rolled across the empty plains like a warning, dry, heavy, and restless. Dust spiraled up from the ground, carrying the scent of rain that never seemed to fall. Out here, on the edge of the Montana frontier, silence wasn't peace. Silence meant something was coming. Lena staggered across the ranch yard, one hand gripping the wooden post for balance, the other clutching the torn hem of her dress. Her breathing was sharp, panicked, uneven. She had run all the way from the canyon, from the shadows she once thought she'd left behind forever. When the rancher, Cole Maddox, stepped out of the barn, he froze. He had seen fear before. He'd lived long enough to know what real fear looked like, but the look in Lena's eyes, that wasn't fear. That was desperation. "Lena," he said, but his voice barely carried. "What in God's name happened?" She shook her head, trembling so violently she could barely speak. "Please, not again," she whispered, her voice breaking in half. "Cole, you have to believe me. They're back." The words hit him like a strike of lightning. For 2 years, Cole had given her shelter. 2 years of watching her rebuild a life torn apart by the Carter gang, the same men who had burned her home, taken her father, and left her wandering with nothing but scars. Cole had believed they were gone. Dead or scattered. But the way Lena spoke, the way her eyes darted toward the tree line, something wasn't right. "Tell me what you saw," he said, stepping closer, but Lena stumbled back, as if afraid the truth itself might hurt him. "I heard them riding through the canyon," she said. "Their voices, their laughter, the same as that night. Cole, I felt it. I felt everything come back." Cole clenched his jaw. The Carter gang wasn't made of men, they were a storm that left nothing standing. For her to think they'd returned meant only one thing: someone wanted her afraid again. Someone wanted her found. He placed his hands gently on her shoulders. "Look at me," he said. "You're safe here." But her tears spilled over. No one is safe when they come. A shadow passed overhead, not from the sky, but from the weight of truth settling between them. Cole walked past her, grabbed his rifle from beside the barn door, and scanned the horizon. Nothing but dead grass and rolling dust. But silence, silence told its own stories. "How many?" he asked. "4, maybe 5, she said. I recognized one voice. Jeb Carter. I swear it, Cole. I know his laugh." Cole's blood chilled. Jeb Carter was supposed to be buried. Cole had seen his body hit the river after the shootout last winter. No one survived that current, not even a devil like Jeb. Cole lowered the rifle slowly, turning back to her. For a moment, it felt like the world was spinning too fast, dragging them both into a past they never truly escaped. "Lena," he said quietly, "Jeb is dead." Her eyes lifted, wide, pleading, shaking. "Then tell me," she whispered, "why is his horse outside your east fence?" Cole felt the breath leave his lungs. He rushed past her, boots pounding against the dirt. When he reached the fence line, the world seemed to stop. There, tied to the post, was a black stallion with a white scar down its muzzle, the same horse Jeb Carter rode the night Cole swore he drowned in the river. The animal pawed the ground, restless, as if carrying the weight of ghosts. Lena came up behind him, her voice barely holding. "He's come back for me." Cole didn't answer. The truth spoke for itself. He untied the reins, calming the stallion with a firm stroke along its neck. No man left his horse behind unless he wanted to send a message. And this message was carved in steel. Cole looked over his shoulder at Lena. "You should have come to me sooner. I didn't want to drag you into it again," she said, wiping her face. "Last time nearly killed you." Cole holstered his rifle and stepped toward her. "Lena, you're part of this ranch. Anything that comes for you, comes for me." Her lips trembled, a mixture of gratitude and guilt. But before she could speak, the sound they both dreaded split the silence. Hoofbeats. Slow, heavy, deliberate. Not one horse. Many. They weren't hiding anymore. Cole grabbed Lena's hand and pulled her behind the old supply shed. "Stay low," he whispered. "Don't move till I say." She clutched his arm, fear choking her words. "Cole, they won't stop." He touched her cheek, steady and strong. "Neither will I." The riders emerged through the dust, 5 shadows on horseback, moving like wolves stalking their prey. In the middle rode a man dressed in black, coat torn, hat low, grin unmistakable even through the haze. Jeb Carter, alive, smiling, and staring straight at Cole. Cole raised his rifle. Jeb tipped his hat. "It's been a long time, Maddox," Jeb called out. "Thought you'd miss me." Cole didn't blink. "I should have finished you when I had the chance." Jeb laughed, the same cold laugh Lena had heard in the canyon. "I've come for what belongs to me. Hand her over, and I'll leave your ranch standing." Cole stepped forward, the barrel steady, his voice a thundered promise. "She doesn't belong to you." Jeb leaned in his saddle. "Then this place burns." Lena's breath caught, but Cole didn't flinch. He squared his shoulders, eyes locked on the man he thought he'd buried. "Not this time," Cole said. "You're not touching her again." Jeb's smile vanished. The standoff began. The wind died. The plains went silent. And Lena, trembling behind the shed, prayed this wouldn't be the night she lost everything again.